Welcome to GBC Updates for Friday, the 2nd of July. Well, I hope, first of all, that you are handling the current lockdown that we're in as well as you can. For those of you who have young families at home in particular, I think you're thankful. My guess is that you're not doing homeschooling, but having all the kids around all the time, I'm sure also has some specific challenges to you. If you were planning to go away and you weren't able to do so, I hope that you have gotten over the disappointment of that and are enjoying this time as best we can. I do hope and pray that you are experiencing a certainty of the presence of God. That even though our world has been turned upside down again, or perhaps ground to a halt, that God's plans and purposes have not finished. They have not stopped, and God is still with you and with us. And to that end, I want to kind of share with you where we're up to in terms of our plans as a church over the next couple of weeks. So let me start with this Sunday, July the 4th. Of course, we are still in lockdown, so our buildings are closed to the public. And we will be then, therefore, live streaming our service. Instead of pre-recording, we're actually going to be doing it live in the moment, and there will be two opportunities for you to participate. One at 9:30 in the morning, and then one at 6 p.m. This is, of course, different than last week when we had an 8:30 and an 11 o'clock, and then 6. I can't remember what times it was. This is 9:30. And 6 p.m. We'd encourage you to jump on to gbconline.org.au. It'll stream there. Love for you to be a part of that. We're going to be continuing our series on this rock, but instead of looking at foundational texts for the preacher from the past, we're going to be looking at a foundational text for us today in the midst of a pandemic. And I want to take some time in particular to explore Psalm 46. You might want to read it once or twice before Sunday to be prepared for what I believe God has to say to us as a community of faith in this time. Now, theoretically, the lockdown will finish on next Friday. That next Friday, we will theoretically be announcing that we will be able to return to face-to-face services. I'm pretty certain that if we do return to face-to-face services, there will still be 4 square meters, and we probably will not be able to sing in the immediate. However, we may be able to meet face-to-face. And if we are able to meet face-to-face, then we will do so at our regular service times of 8:30, 10:30, and 6, with our online service at 9:30. However, as most of us are aware, I'm not totally convinced that the lockdown will be done on the 9th. And if we are still in lockdown on the 11th, we will also be live streaming our services at the same time as this week, at 9:30 a.m. in the morning and 6 p.m. at night, which means that you're really going to have to pay attention to our Friday update next week and to anything that we put up on social media as we wait for the decisions to be made. We're going to kind of take it a step at a time. Obviously, after that, we don't know how long this lockdown will last or what the next steps might be. A lot of it will depend, of course, on our behavior as a community in this period of time, and encourage you to do the best you can to live within the parameters that our government has asked us to live within for this period of time. So that's our services. This Sunday, 9:30 a.m. and 6 p.m. On the 11th, we'll play it a little bit by ear. Please kind of stay across our social media. On the 11th, however, it's also the second Sunday of the month, which means that it's also our Sunday for our Hope Drive. It looks like at this point in time that we may have to entirely rely upon a drop-in service. Sometime in the afternoon, we'll ask you to be dropping off non-perishable goods here at the church, and we'll have a team of people to receive those. Of course, if restrictions have been lifted and we're able to meet, then you can bring those to the service as well as drop them off sometime in the afternoon. Again, just kind of stay across what we communicate through social media. These are kind of the big pieces for us, the things that are perhaps most significant in terms of moving forward. The last thing I want to remind you of is that we do have our mid-year meeting this Sunday. It starts at 12:30 and will be exclusively on Zoom. The details of which are in the e-news and on the GBC Links homepage. We'd love for you to be a part of that. It's a reporting meeting, so we don't have anything to vote upon other than kind of passing the minutes of our last meeting. But it's an opportunity for you to hear a little bit more about how we've been going the first half of the year and what we expect will be taking place in the second half of the year. Of course, things are a little bit less certain than they were even just a few weeks ago, but we wanted to bring that update to you anyways. Love for you to be a part of that, starting at 12:30 this Sunday and finishing no later than 2 o'clock. The papers, the agenda, and the minutes, and some of those sorts of things are also found in e-news and on GBC Links. Love for you to pre-read those and be a part of that service. Outside of that, I hope and pray that you feel encouraged, even in the face of what is a bit of a difficult time. And that as we move forward in the uncertainty, that you will find assurance and confidence in the ever-present God, the one who is with you and with me, with us as a community of faith, and whose work continues even in the midst of a lockdown. We hope to see you at one of our online services this Sunday at our church meeting in the afternoon, and trust that you are doing as well as you can. If there's anything that you need from us as a community of faith, please don't hesitate to contact us. Let us know how we can support and encourage you in this time. Until then, God bless.